The night my parents threw my brother out for divorcing his abusive wife, he showed up at my door with a split lip and a secret that destroyed our entire family. It was almost midnight when someone started pounding on my apartment door, and when I opened it, my younger brother was standing there shaking, soaked from the rain, with a swollen eye and a suitcase in his hand. He said our parents had just kicked him out after he told them he was divorcing his wife because, according to them, a real man never abandons his marriage no matter what happens. But what they didn't know was that behind closed doors she had been destroying his life for years, smashing his phone, isolating him from friends, and once even locking him out of the house overnight in winter. When he finally decided to leave her, our father called him weak and our mother said he was embarrassing the family name, so they packed his clothes, threw them on the lawn, and told him not to come back until he apologized. I let him in immediately, but he kept pacing like something worse was coming, and then he told me the real reason. He was terrified his wife had been threatening to accuse him of things he didn't do if he left her, and she knew exactly how to ruin him. About 20 minutes later, we heard someone banging on the building entrance downstairs, screaming his name. My brother looked like all the blood drained from his face because he knew exactly who it was. We looked out the hallway window, and there she was standing in the rain, yelling that he belonged to her and that she would destroy him if he didn't come back upstairs. My brother whispered that she had done this before, but never this publicly. I told him to stay inside while I went down to deal with it, but when I opened the building door she started shouting that he was abusive and that she had proof, and for a second I realized exactly how easily she could ruin his life with one lie. But then my brother walked down the stairs behind me holding his phone and calmly said he had recorded years of her threats, insults, and violent outbursts, and if she didn't leave he would send everything to the police and her employer. The anger on her face disappeared instantly like someone flipped a switch. She stared at him for a few seconds, then turned around and walked back into the storm without another word. When we went upstairs, my brother finally sat down for the first time all night and said the worst part wasn't losing his marriage, it was realizing our parents cared more about what people thought than whether their own son was safe. The next morning our dad called saying if my brother came home and worked things out with his wife, the family could still move forward, and that was the moment my brother blocked their number for good, because sometimes the real betrayal isn't the person who hurts you, it's the people who watch it happen and still tell you to go back.